Today I talk about meditation and why I think it's one of the single most important things that I do. This is episode 18 of the Luebbers journey. So, over the past 2 days, I've been getting back into my meditation routine, which I had fallen off of. And this routine is meditating every morning and every night. And I've fallen off of it a couple times, and every time I continue meditating and get back into meditating again, I always wonder why I ever stopped. And the reason is that the benefits of meditation for me are so tremendous, like disproportionately to what I ever would have expected. When I meditate, I feel calmer, far less stressed, more creative, more energetic. And the fundamental thing that meditation does for me is it gives me a heightened sense of perspective. Meaning, when I'm not meditating or when I get caught up in everyday life and don't have time to sit in silence and meditate, it's like I'm part of a machine. I'm running in a machine, and that isn't inherently a bad thing. I would consider that execution. I'm going about my life producing value, doing things, dancing, writing, having conversations with clients, doing the things that make up my life. And I would consider this a machine, right? I'm cranking through the machine. And what happens in this metaphor is I forget that I'm in a machine, or I forget that machines can be changed in ways that we often don't expect. And what meditation does for me is allow me to step back and look at the machine of my life, all the way down to the sort of inner workings of my mind that are normally completely hidden, and realize that there are choices. There were choices that went into making them, meaning the time that I get up, the way that I work, the way that my brain functions, even down to assumptions that I have about the world. There are choices that go into it that can be changed. This machine that is my life and my psychology that I've set up, largely consciously, in part unconsciously, can be completely changed, all the way down to the unconscious details. This is the effect that meditation has on me, and it is profound. It is so profound that it literally feels like waking up from a dream in a certain sense. I think that's a really good metaphor. I think there's a reason why people use that metaphor a lot, because it's really accurate in my experience. It's like, I want to give a specific example. An example is, so I've had a particular relationship with money throughout my whole life. There was a time when I had a negative connotation to accumulating a lot of money. And when I look back at my past throughout this lens, I realize a lot of the decisions that I made were based on a raw impulse of me not wanting to have a lot of money. And it sounds weird to say, right? If I had said it out loud, I would have been like, well, that's not true. You know, of course I'm building a business. Of course a business needs money, etc. But on a visceral level, the idea of having plenty of money made me deeply uncomfortable. And this was a really, I mean, it's still something that I struggle with at times, although now I know that this is a crucial part of my operating system that I'm working on rewriting. And it's due to life experiences. A lot of people have this belief, but what meditation in particular, and this sort of deep self-reflection that it creates, has allowed me to do, is look at beliefs like this, look at actions, and see root causes. Like when I got into a lot of debt in the past, it was in large part this unconscious discomfort with having a lot of money. And I didn't realize it at the time. I didn't have any idea, because That's the definition of something being unconscious, right? It's completely out of view. What meditation allows me to do is bring these things above the water level, to see beneath the iceberg what unconscious factors are going into my decisions, my actions, and to reshape the ones that I'm not happy with. And even after a couple days of getting back into meditation, the effect is profound, and I'll continue to document it as it deepens. But I wanted to share this because it always amazes me whenever I start meditating how much I wish I'd never stopped and how profound the benefits are. All right, we'll talk tomorrow.